Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Buhler High School Football Stadium in Buhler, Kansas. It's time for Hutchinson Community College Women's Soccer on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. This evening, a time and venue change because of wet grounds in Hutchinson. It is the Hutchinson Blue Dragons versus the Hesston Larks from Buhler. Steve Carpenter, Hutchinson Community College Sports Information Director with you, welcoming you. And before we go too long, we would like to thank the Buhler High School Athletic Department for allowing us on very short notice. This was all done yesterday afternoon to make this switch to get the game up here and get it in on time. The terms of time in getting games in is becoming very short as we head into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. So it's very important to get this game in on time, and we really want to give our appreciation to Buhler High School for allowing us to use their field tonight. And for one Blue Dragon is a homecoming, Addie White will be playing on the same field she played her high school games on here, and a very successful career with the Buhler Crusaders. And it just so happened, it was kind of ironic, I had the programs for the game done before we made the switch, and Addie just happens to be on the cover. Blue Dragons coming in with a record of 9-2-1, 7-2-1 in the Jayhawk West. They were in third place, fairly firmly entrenched in third, still with a chance to move up into second place with a victory over Cloud County. We'll talk about that as the evening goes along. Hesston having a rough go of it for eighth-year head coach Brian Keir. 0-13 overall, 0-10 in conference play in their first year in the Jayhawk West. In the first meeting in the middle of September in Hesston, Hutchinson was a 4-1 winner. But that game was fairly tight. It was only a 2-0 game at halftime. Hutchinson led 3-0, gave up a goal, and the Blue Dragons eventually won that one 4-1. But it could have been a lot worse had it not been for the efforts of Hesston keeper Vivi Rodriguez, who made 17 saves on that evening. Blue Dragons just kept peppering her with shots. Quick update from Garden City, where Blue Dragon volleyball is underway. The Blue Dragons take the first set 25-17. We're going to take a 1-minute break and get you the starting lineups. That coming up right after this break. And welcome back to Buhler. Blue Dragons and the Larks. The field at the USD 308 Salthawk Sports Complex was just a little too wet, and yesterday underwater. It was much improved today, but it was decided that the Blue Dragons would move the game up here with Hesston. Sammy Lane's going to change the formation a little bit. 2 forwards, 4 midfielders, and 4 on the back line ahead of freshman keeper Taylor Camp. Taylor comes in with a record of 8-2-1 with 5 shutouts. On the back line, freshman Bailey Flowers, freshman Jenna Bass, sophomore Haley Burke, and sophomore Yadira Delgado. In the middle, on the outside, to be Ashley Venegas and Caitlin Sabal. In the middle will be Cameron Rodriguez and Naomi Wither. And up front will be Addie White, the Buhler High product, and Braylee Mader from Hutchinson, an all Reno County front line for the Blue Dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and kindly remove your hats and face the flag, which is located behind the scoreboard, for the playing of our national anthem. And welcome back to Buhler High School football field. The sun is down, the lights are on. Buhler plays on an artificial surface, which kind of case in point with the floods yesterday in and around Kansas, and especially the flooding of the Saltlock Sports Complex that kind of played into the fact to move this game up to Buhler. And again, our thanks to the Buhler athletic staff for allowing us to do this. Hutchinson at 9-2-1. 7-2-1 in the Jayhawk in third place. Hesston 0-13 and 0-10 in conference play. Hesston has taken the field. They will be wearing the dark jerseys. This field was done about 3 years ago. Soccer used to not be played on this field. Buhler soccer used to be played over at Wheatland Park, just to the southeast of this complex. Taylor Camp making her 11th start of the year. Again, 8-1-1 with 6 shutouts, a 0.98 goals against average, 732 save percentage, and she's made 30 saves. She comes off a game where she didn't see a ball as Hutchinson shut out Garden City Friday night 3-0 and didn't even allow a shot on goal. Phoebe Rodriguez, a sophomore for Hesston, 0-11. She has a 5.90 goals against and a 683 save percentage. Just tell you how much more work she gets than Taylor Camp. Vivi has already made 140 saves in 991 minutes. She's making her 12th start of the year. So we are about set to go. The Blue Dragons clad in white. Tammy Lane changing up his formation a little bit. A 2-2-4. 2 on the front. Blue Dragons have first possession, and we are underway. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Blue Dragon Sports Network for Blue Dragon Soccer. That's Ashley Venegas working through a couple of people. A little give and go. Right back to Addie White. Addie White gets it onto the foot of Braylon Mater. She's going to center it in. Here's a chance, but it's kicked out by a Hesston defender. Dragons keep possession in the offensive end. Now try to double team. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Dragon throw-in. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll keep the action on, but we'll take a quick break. And we're back. Sorry about that. A couple technical difficulties with the video stream. But we are back underway. Just a little less than 3 minutes in. The Dragons had one scoring opportunity. So booting it away is Cassandra Ayala for Hesston. Goes over a couple people planning to play it, but Jenna Bass tries to play it forward, knocked backwards, and it's going to be taken all the way back to keeper Taylor Camp. When these first two teams met on September 15th, Taylor was not happy about the one goal she gave away. It was a breakdown in front of her. She thought it was a ball that she clearly should have stopped, and it somehow found the back of the net, and I don't think she's forgotten that. So Dragons trying to work their way up. Hutchinson has not been putting a ton of shots on goal as of late. They've been working very much on the technical aspect of their. Here's Addie White now trying to attack. Gets a pass back from Wather. White into the middle, flips it into the box over to the right side. Ashley Venegas will chase it down in the corner. She'll keep it in. Now working 1v1, brings it out. Tries to reverse it. Actually, that's Kaylin Sabala. My apologies. And it's out of bounds on the throw-in to the Dragons. Pretty good crowd on hand for this venue change and time change. And the fact that it's going to be chilly before too long. Temperatures in the upper 50s right now here in Buhler. But a gorgeous evening on tap so far. Kaylin Sabala retreats and takes it back out to Yadi Delgado. Now the Dragons look to switch it around. Here's Rodriguez in the middle, flips it toward the box, but it's erased by a Hesston defender. Now here's Sabala just outside the box, trying to go through a double team, knocked back out. Good play by Jenna Bass to keep it in the Dragon possession. Can't remember when was the last time Sammy played a 2-2-4. Head coach Sammy Lane. His first Region 6 season. Here's a shot. Then it'll go wide, and that was Ashley Venegas. Now the team's leading goal scorer with 12. She has scored multiple goals in 3 out of the last 5 games. Getting back to the formation story. In 2007, it was a team that wasn't offensively gifted, but playing Jenny Yukic, who was an All-American up front. They gave her a little help. That 2-2-4 produced a lot of goals down the stretch, and Hutchinson was 37 seconds away from a trip to nationals when they lost to North Idaho in double overtime. Actually, 37 seconds away from a trip to the District B final. That loss to North Idaho was a semifinal loss, and the Dragons lost it in double overtime. Throw-in, a little bit dangerous. Popped up by Bailey Flowers. Now taken away by the Larks, Mia Gonda. Gonda tries to work through a couple of Dragon defenders, but she's canceled out. Now the Dragons look to go forward. Nimble footwork by Venegas. Now it's outside to Yadi Delgado. Delgado with a little short pass to Kaylin Sabala. Right now, Hesston playing 9 behind the ball. There's a flip in. Sprinting in is White. And the ball nearly comes out of Vivi Rodriguez's hands. So decent scoring opportunity. She had that little flick pass from Kaylin Sabala was actually behind all 9 Lark defenders. And having 8 and 9 back is nothing to, or 8 and 9 defenders back, nothing new for Hutchinson this year. They have faced it almost all year with the exception of Barton and Cloud County. A ball up the left sidelines, but Ashley Venegas can't chase it, and it'll be a Hesston throw-in in front of their own bench. 37.5 to play in this opening half. No score. Again, this complex about 3 years old now. The redone complex. The old lights here, you could hardly see on the other side of the field. The lighting was so bad. And during my days as a high school football reporter, it was tough to do games here. But Buhler's done a nice job in renovating this complex. Now the Dragons look to attack. Here's Venegas, moves to her left, keeps moving, tries to slip a pass in, but it's erased back out. Punch back out to the foot of Naomi Waithra. She fakes the shot. Now she looks to pass, and it's taken away by a Lark defender. Stepping up to erase that advance is Bailey Flowers. Now the Dragons retreat to midfield and try to reset. Haley Burke over to Cameron Rodriguez. Now to Venegas. Ashley slides a pass into White, right back to Venegas. Venegas works toward the goal line, looks to cross it in, but the pass is behind Addie White. Cleared off to the side, but right onto the foot of Venegas. Now Sabala to Waithra. Waithra chips a pass. Again, Hesston has a lot of traffic in front, and Waithra clears it way down the field. Over to Taylor Kemp. Dangerous pass. Now the Dragons look to advance. They've got a little space if they go quickly. Delgado right side. Through ball to Mater, but it goes too far. Again, the Dragons playing on the turf. Ordinarily, they're a grass team. Mater working against Cassandra Ayala. The ball trickles out of bounds. Dragons throwing near the corner. Throw in, knocked right back and cleared down the line, but Delgado keeps it in the offensive end for the Dragons. Crossing pass is deflected off of Ayala, and will go for a Blue Dragon corner, their first of the evening, and Braylee Mater will take it. A lot of room in behind the goals here because they also have the Buhler High track here. So we've stationed a couple of workers back behind to chase those balls down and keep the play moving. 34-56, just under 10 minutes in. Here's Mater with the corner. Not a very good one. It comes all the way out to Waithra. She skips past one, goes down. Tries to flick a pass forward, and the Dragons can't come away with anything decent off that first corner of the evening. Now a long ball in the box, a shot, and it's deflected. That was a heck of a shot. I believe that was Bailey Flowers. She ripped one from about 30 yards out. And it clipped off the hands of Vivi Rodriguez, and that's the same kind of goalkeeping the Blue Dragons saw in the first game. Another corner by Mater. Header bounces. Still loose, and it's knocked out of bounds for a third Dragon corner of this sequence. Except this time it will come from the right of Vivi Rodriguez. Being a right-footed kid, this plays in. Here's a header, and it goes wide. And we'll get our first substitution. I think it'll be a Hesston substitution. Sideline over there is still pretty dark, so I have to wait till they come onto the field. 33-20 time in the opening half. Hutchinson nothing, Hesston nothing. Laura Yeboah Paya is the substitution on the back line, or on the front line for the Hesston Larks. Good pressure by Addie White to take it away. Now she gets it to Rodriguez, right back to Addie, who's on the sideline. Dragons with 5 shots taken, 2 on goal. Little slip pass from Venegas in. White will chase it down and the Dragons will reset. Braley didn't have a big window and she plastered it right off the crossbar. Braley looking for her 9th goal of the year. Still not in the lineup with that injury, sophomore Megan Maslick. Dragons look to double team. Now a nice defensive play by Rodriguez. Blue Dragon volleyball. Ooh, there's a push in the back. Here's a shot and a save by Rodriguez. Waythrow had a point-blank shot, and Rodriguez went down to the ground to make another miraculous save for the Larks. She saves her best against the Blue Dragons. Sabala tries to slip a pass into Waythrow, but that's taken back out. We'll get to that volleyball score momentarily when play settles down. Ball deflected in the box right on the foot of Venegas. She shoots one off the post, and now a shot and a goal for the Dragons. We'll get the scoring on that momentarily, but Hutchinson takes a 1-0 lead. Goal's going to go to Kaylin Sabala. And I believe would be Naomi with the assist. We're going to have to go back on the tape and check that out, but right now we will give the goal to Caitlin Sabala. We'll check that at halftime, but the Dragons lead at 1-0. Wild scramble, and finally the Dragons put one in. They've nailed two off the post and finally deposit the first goal of the game. Dragons look to attack again. Getting a tweet out here, thus the silence. Sydney Blackwell takes a shot and misses, and we get a stoppage. Don't know if it'll be a Dragon. It's going to be a Dragon corner. Here's, ball goes out. Tangela, her shot hits a Hesston player right in the face, and down goes Laura Yaboa Paya. I hope she's okay. Angela Rader hit a rocket of a shot, and it deflected right off the face of your Laura Yaboa Paya, freshman from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Medical attention being given. We'll take this quick break. We're going to have a correction on that goal. It's Buhler's Addie White with the goal for the Blue Dragons. And who do we give the assist to? Ashley Venegas will get the assist. Hutchinson's first goal scored by number 21, Addie White. The assist goes to Ashley Venegas. So the announcement made here. And we're about ready to get back to action. And I don't think I gave that volleyball update. Hutchinson's now up 2-0 on Garden City, winning the second set 25-14 after winning the first 25-17. Dragons look to attack again. I think we have all the tweets out. In fact, I think I'm going to have to do a correction on that first tweet. So we had Caitlin chasing to the corner. It's Amy Turner getting to it. It's knocked out of bounds for a throw-in. So Addie White scores her 6th of the year and first as a collegiate on her high school field. Well, the Dragons switch the field around. And Hesston takes it away. And Hesston playing a lot of people back, trying to prevent the Dragon offense from really cranking it up. Here's Raiders. Nice pass in, but nobody home to attack it. Good aggressive play by Angela Rader. Now Hesston's down in the corner. There'll be a throw-in on the far side. I think we've got everything up to date. Actually, we had Blue Dragons throw-in on the far side. Thrown up the line. And a whistle and a foul called on the Larks. Fouls are now one apiece. Great job by the Blue Dragon Athletic Department staff. Once we got here, getting everything set up. A lot of it was already in place. Very easy setup, and now we get this game in on time for both teams. Jenna Bass looks to go long now, plays it short to Alex Miller, who sends it outside to Rader. Her through ball will be knocked out of bounds by the Larks. Dragon throw in here on the near side. Knocked out of bounds by Maria Altore. Or check that. That was Miranda Dolzman. Raiders throw into the foot of Sydney Blackwell. Now the Dragons switch it around. Here's Flowers with a shot that's high over the crossbar, but through the uprights, but she doesn't get 3 points on that one. That was Sebastian Garcia-esque. Of course, Sebastian with the game-winning 37-yard field goal on Saturday at Gowan Stadium with 15 seconds left to hand number 5 Hutchinson a 16-13 win over number 13 Highland. It was an absolute head knocker of a football game. Dragons back in action on Saturday night at Coffeyville. We'll have the broadcast for you with Rusty, Glenn, and Darren. That broadcast beginning on the network about 6:50. Dragons firmly in control, leading 1-0. Hesston yet to get a shot off. Rodriguez plays it outside, but Bailey Flowers cut off. There's Ashley Venegas. Tries to split, now reverses, gets it to the right side, a chance returner, but it's cut off by a Larks defender. Haley Burke steps up aggressively to keep possession. Venegas in the midfield. Back to Burke. Now they switch it over to the left side and Bailey Flowers. Flowers a long pass inside. Couldn't reach Amy Turner. And the ball trickles into the box. Coming out to get it is Vivi Rodriguez. 24:45 to play. 1-0 Blue Dragons. On a goal by Buhler's Addie White. Brought down well by Venegas. Now played long by the Larks, but right to Haley Burke. Only a very steadying influence on that back line as a sophomore. Might be able to hear Sammy Lane. He's across the field tonight. Got to turn the crowd mic back on and get a little atmosphere. Ball back to base. Jenna plays it forward, but Alex Miller unable to keep it. Coming up, get it quickly is Rader. Dragons pressure, but the ball comes out. Once again, Angela Rader, nice play around a Larks player. Good hustle by Blackwell to keep it in. Sabala outside now to Flowers, right back into the box. Dragons couldn't handle it clean, but the Larks will knock it out of bounds. Be a Dragon throw in on the far side with 23.5 to play. Blue Dragons will be at Dodge City on Saturday, 2 o'clock start. Dodge City will handle that video. And our video crew will head down to the big erector set known as Veterans Memorial Stadium in Coffeyville. It's a flick into the box. There's a chance for Blackwell. She gets to it, but it's double team. They reverse it back out, right back to Sydney. Dragons, if they get a quick switch, will have a chance. Here's a ball into the box, but coming out to aggressively play it before Ashley Venegas could get it is Hesston to Vivi Rodriguez. Her punt played all the way back to Haley Burke. Really no wind to speak of. Well, I take that back. There's a little wisp of wind out of the north, but this field very well protected by the wind by several large older trees. One of the more picturesque stadiums in the state of Kansas. Dragons with it. Again, the only goal coming from Addie White after a mad scramble up 2 shots off the post. Spears a spin move by Sydney Blackwell. She moves into the middle. Now slides a pass in, but nobody home except for Rodriguez. And she'll punt it away for the Larks with under 22 minutes to play. Dragons now have fired off 10 shots. 4 have reached on goal. 1 in the back of the net. Sabala to Blackwell. And Cameron Rodriguez, right side to Rader. Angela flips it outside as Venegas comes out to get it. Her pass in deflected, but onto the foot of Alex Miller. Miller tries to go through a double team. She's turned away. Dragons refusing to yield full possession to the Larks. Another step up defensively over on the far side and by Bailey Flowers. Here's Kaylin Sabala. Tries to move in. Her move is turned away. Now the ball gets loose. Here's Sydney Blackwell. Fine defensive play by Lark defender. Couldn't see the number. Ball out of bounds to Hutchinson. Really turned out to be a very nice evening. What wind there is really isn't rippling the trees much. Down on the field, very comfortable. After tonight, the Blue Dragons will have just 3 regular season games remaining. At Dodge City, Pratt on October 17th. That'll be sophomore day. And then the 20th, a trip to Concordia and Cloud County. Really, that Cloud County game is the only time the Blue Dragons have been dominated in a game. Both Barton games have been very tight, down to the wire type matches. One a tie, one a Dragon loss. Here's Rader near side. Plays it toward the corner. Kaylin Sabala will chase it down, but you can't keep it in. It'll be a Hesston throw in. And just an update from Garden City. Blue Dragon volleyball up 2 sets to none on Garden City. Throwing down the line, headed the other way by Burke. Right to Ashley Venegas. Now the ball switched over to the left side. And Flowers. Flowers has it right back. She moves into the middle. Out to White. Here's a shot into the box. Knocked down before it ever reaches the box. Venegas now flips the ball. Or excuse me, ball flipped to Venegas. She tries to handle it. Now gets some defensive pressure. Now double team. She brings it back out down the sideline. Reverses it right back to Rodriguez. Cameron moves in. Tries to slide a pass through. Ball popped up right to Sabala. Sabala gets knocked off the ball once. Tries to cross it in. And the ball is set back out. Now a long shot from the right side. Well wide right by Ashley Venegas. 18:05 and counting in the opening half. 1-0 Hutchinson. Just a sliver of a moon out tonight. We haven't seen much clear sky since a week ago, since last Thursday. More than 7 inches of rain fell in Hutchinson. Part of the reason we are playing here tonight in Buhler. In fact, a lot of the reason why we're playing here in Buhler tonight. That goal kick comes all the way back to Jenna Base near midfield. Base will retreat back to Burke. Dragons just being very patient, trying to work the ball up the field against a packed-in Larks defense. Here's Miller to Rodriguez. Rodriguez slides one through. Sabala tried to take it through, but she is turned away. Raider will come to the near sideline to get it. Back to Haley Burke. Burke soft pass over to Base. Dragons look to switch the field over to the left side. Now Flowers. Flowers just waits to Venegas. Playing in the midfield this evening. And then ball given all the way back. And the Dragons look to break it down again. Now a long ball by Burke. Blackwell gets to it on the left side. Her cross in, rejected out. Chasing down is Miller to get it. Now Sabala. Sabala goes around one, goes around two, but can't get around the third. Raider gets it. And the Dragons keep possession. Now a shot from Rodriguez is wide right. The Dragons looking more for quality than quantity in terms of their shots in the last few weeks. That's by design. A lot of contact, no call. They say play on. The Dragons retain possession with 15:45 to play in the first half. And Addie White, the only goal of the game so far, her 6th of the season, on an assist from Ashley Venegas, who rocketed a shot off the post. And it went onto the foot of White, who hit the back of the net. The Dragons have hit iron 3 times tonight. All 3 times in that sequence leading up to Addie White's goal. Now Macy Smith on the right corner. Reverses her field. Brings it back out to Raider. Raider crosses it in. Onto the foot. Here's a shot and a goal. Believe that. Was that Caitlin? Ashley Venegas with the goal. Her team high 13th of the year. And it's 2-0 Blue Dragons, 15:05 to go. Get that tweet out real quick. Venegas with their 13th of the year makes it 2-0 Hutch with 15:05 to play. Who had the assist, Maddie?
Angela Raider.
Angela Raider will get the assist. Dragons may have a chance again, but Vivi Rodriguez will come out, cancel that chance out. Dragons had runners going on both sides with Mater and Macy Smith. Now Mater coming strong again, knocked off the ball, keeps possession, spins, shoots it with the right shot, and it's just wide. Nice shot from Braley. Just missed the far corner. This game kind of playing out much like the first meeting. So goal kick upcoming for the Larks. Blue Dragon volleyball closes out the match with a 25-19 win in the third set over Garden City to sweep the Busters. Volleyball now 13-10 as they head. Nice pass from Waithra onto the foot of Macy Smith. She moves in, takes a shot, but it's blocked right on her foot. Good defensive play by the Larks. When I get a number, that was Cassandra Ayala just taking the ball right off the foot of Macy Smith's shot. Dragons once again. Here's Smith crossing it, but the pass too far for Mater. Mater will chase it down left corner. Bring it out. Now Rodriguez, her shot is blocked. Yadira Delgado plays it into Rodriguez. So Blue Dragon volleyball with the sweep. Now the Dragon soccer team would like to join them in the winner's circle this evening. Ball into the corner, held in by Macy Smith. Her cross is deflected to Venegas. Her shot deflected out of bounds for a goal kick. Now Hesston with an opportunity. Jenna Bass will get to it first and plays it back to Taylor Camp. That's the only action that Taylor has seen this evening. In fact, she hasn't seen a ball where she's had to make a save since Barton. She didn't have any saves or any shots faced at all on Friday night at Garden City. She has yet to play a ball shot in by the Larks this evening. 11:30 and counting first half. Braley Mater looks to trigger with her pass in, is rejected right back out toward midfield. Ball into Waithra. Gets past one person, slides it out to Venegas. There's a shot. And it hits the post, trickles down the line, and stays out of the net. That's the fourth piece of iron the Dragons have hit tonight that didn't result in a goal. That thing trickled right, hit the post, and trickled all the way across the goal mouth and did not cross the line. For it to be an official goal, the ball's got to go completely over the goal line. Now a nice pass into Smith. Smith crosses, but nobody home. She may have been wise to just shoot that one. And you can hear Sammy Lane across the way voices displeasure with that decision. Here's Sierra Mathias into the game for the first time. Rodriguez look for Waithra, and finally Naomi chases it down, but the double team and the Dragons give it up. Trying to work up the field is Gonda for the Hesston Larks. But the Dragons turn away that advance. Now Delgado playing on the left side on the back line. Gets it to Mater. Mater looks to turn the corner, passes it through, but right between two Blue Dragon players. And it comes out to the Larks. But a nice play by Matthias. She takes a shot, and it'll two bounce in to Vivi Rodriguez. But credit Sierra Matthias, who stepped up and took away that pass that could have led to something for Hesston. Dragon backline doing a very nice job of just canceling out potential advancements by the Larks tonight. Under 10 minutes to play now. 2-0 Hutch. Goals by Annie White and Ashley Venegas. Ball to Macy Smith. Her cross is again taken off her foot. Now she sends one across with her left foot and nobody home. And I don't think Braley can get to it. It goes out of bounds to Hesston. Dragons a little slow on that opportunity. Shots are now 18-0 in favor of the Dragons, but only 6 on goal. That's a testament to Hesston packing everything back. Illegal throw in. The Dragons will get it on the other side. Now Delgado's throwing toward the box. Nobody can corral it out of bounds, and it will be a Dragon corner. Braley Mater to take it. This will be Hutchinson's 5th corner of the evening. Here it comes, low line driver to Waythrough, and she can't handle it. And it'll be, nope, actually deflected off a Lark, and we'll have another corner kick. Whistle on a substitution before the goal kick can happen. Macy Smith comes out, and Addie White returns. Let's put back in play. Here's a little higher arching attempt. Knocked out again by the Larks, and we'll do it all over again. Dragons have connected off a couple of corners this year. Here comes another attempt. Header slides all the way across. White brings it down. Gets a shot off, but it's saved by Vivi Rodriguez. He makes her 5th save of the evening. She boots it away. Played long, but headed forward by Jenna Bass of the Dragons. Once again, the Dragons on the back line double team and take the ball away before Hesston can get anything going. Here's Waythrow. Plays the ball down the line to Braley Mater. Mater waits, slides it into the middle to Kaylin Sabala. Sabala looks, plays it out right side for Matthias. Matthias will play it into the corner for White. Addie makes the turn, crosses it in. Waythrow hustles to get it, and it's over the end line, last touch by Naomi. It'll be a Hesston goal kick. 6 minutes and change to go in the opening half. Here's Mater. Gives it back for Delgado. She gets pressured a little bit and retreats it back to Haley Burke. Burke once again travels in, now floats a pass in, a little too far for Sabala, but she gets it back, right back to Waythrow. She makes a move left. Here's a shot and a save, and it hits the post and saved again. She'll only get one true save on that, but a great shot by Cameron Rodriguez. That from about 40 yards out. Dragons again pressuring, come up with possession with now 5:10 to play. Waithe reverses it, plays a through ball. But the first person to get to it is Hesston's Cassandra Ayala. Foul call on the far side. It'll be a Hesston or a Dragon foul. Just the second call on Hutchinson. Just 3 fouls called in all the game. Dragons look to advance it up again. Brought down by Delgado. And Rodriguez plays it right side to Matthias. Matthias one-on-one, plays it down the line for Addie White. White back to Sierra. Matthias now double-teamed. Off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez plays it in the middle, but the pass a little too far for Braley Mater. Cleared out to midfield, and Hutchinson's Haley Burke. Rodriguez a through ball to Addie White. An opportunity. White moves in, goes one-on-one, shoots, and it's deflected. Here's another ball rolling in, cleared out by Rodriguez. I'm not sure if the ball clipped off the post or hit a defender, never got to the goal mouth. Now a whistle and a foul call on the Dragons being a little aggressive. 3:20 to play in the opening half. At halftime, we'll go silent in terms of the audio. We'll come back with about 2 minutes to go in the half, recap it. Well, booted away by Cassandra Ayala of the Larks. Now Hesston with possession, played long, but Sierra Matthias will get to it first. A little safe pass over to Burke. And the Dragons look to come upfield with 2:45 to go. Cameron Rodriguez, he's played a strong game in the midfield so far. Ashley Venegas a goal and an assist. Addie White a goal, the first of the game. Angela Rader an assist. Those are the tallies so far. Possible chance for the Larks. Here's Sarah Keck moving it out of the right side. Being defended by Yadi Delgado. There's a flick in the box. Camp comes out aggressively, goes down. And a foul call on the Larks. Now Gilman was going for the ball along with Camp. Taylor got to it first, and then she took a spill after Gilman created the contact. That is somewhat like the play out at Trinidad State that netted a red card to Taylor. Here was just a foul called. And if you're wondering, I remember playing Trinidad State. That was the no contest game where the game was rained out about 13 minutes ahead of being official, and Hutchinson had a 2-1 lead. The game was called a no contest because they were unable to complete the game. But the red card on Taylor stood, and she had to sit out the next game against North Iowa. Foul called on Burke. Bit of a tacky foul, but Dragons getting a little undisciplined here in the last minute 10. There's Gonda. Works toward the middle. Waiting to trigger. Now reverses, working one-on-one with Ashley Venegas. Good pressure by Venegas. And a foul, that's Sabala. Kaylin and Ashley are wearing her hair very similar tonight. Being up in the press box, a little further away. Having some trouble IDing them. 38 seconds and counting. Free kick will come from 43 yards out. It'll be by Cassandra Ayala. Don't be surprised if they play it short to Gonda. No, if they play it in. Be well left of the net. Controlled by Taylor Camp. 17 seconds and counting. Dragons possibly with one more run. Here's Addie White. She makes the corner. She's got a chance at a one-on-one. Addie moving in. Here comes Rodriguez, and Rodriguez will beat her to the ball. And that should take us to halftime. And we have come to halftime. 2-0 Hutchinson on goals by Addie White, Ashley Venegas. We're going to go silent for about the first 13 minutes of it. 15 minutes. Set main clock 1500. We're going to go, again, we're going to go silent with the audio. 2-0. And halftime, Hutchinson leads Hesston. This is Blue Dragon Women's Soccer on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. Welcome back to Buhler High School, everybody. Steve Carpenter with you on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. The Blue Dragon women's soccer team leading Hesston 2-0 at halftime. First goal came from Addie White on a wild scramble in front of the net. 2 shots off the post. The second one by Ashley Venegas found the foot of Addie, and she deposited her 6th goal of the season at the 13:39 elapsed time mark of the opening half. Second goal came at the 29:55 mark, Ashley Venegas, a team-leading 13th goal of the year. Angela Rader with the assist to make it 2-0. The Blue Dragons completely dominating this one, out shooting Hesston 21-0, 8 shots to nothing on goal. That now marks 3 consecutive halves that the Blue Dragons have yet to yield a shot on goal since the second half of the Barton game 1 week ago today. Hutchinson looking for its 10th win of the year. If they get it tonight, that will mark at least 10 wins in every season in the 14 in the history of Hutchinson soccer. Their very first year, the Blue Dragons were 10-9 in Sammy Lane's first season as head coach. And that was the fewest wins in any season. And they will match that tonight with the victory over Hesston again. Blue Dragons looking for the season sweep on September 15th in Hesston. The Blue Dragons were a 4-1 victor. We're just about to start the second half. Blue Dragon volleyball already a victor tonight. A 3-set win at Garden City. Now they get to travel the other way and go to south central Missouri for the West Plains Invitational. They'll play 4 matches. The second half clock is set. Hesston will have the opening kickoff. Taylor Camp will be to our right. Vivi Rodriguez, who had 6 saves in the opening half, is to our left, and we are underway. Thanks for joining us once again here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. Hesston really looking to make their first offensive run. Lorraine Yaboa Paya knocks off a player out of bounds. It'll be a Hesston throw-in. It was 2-0 halftime on September 15th at Hesston. And if things play out, Hutchinson will score the next goal. Now the Dragons look to advance. Sydney Blackwell can't handle the pass, but stepping up is Cameron Rodriguez. Now she plays a long through ball, and sprinting to it is Blackwell. Blackwell reverses, sends it to the middle to Waythrow. Ball goes through to Addie White, who leaves it for Rodriguez. Now played right side to Caitlin Sabala. Sabala gets to it near the sideline. Waythrow with now on the top of the box. Left for Rodriguez. Comes in once, comes in twice. Shoots, shot blocked in front. And cleared away. But Jenna Bates steps up, plays it forward. Against a double team, Gonda can't take it through. Now the Dragons with it once again. Here's Waythrow, left-footed shot blocked again, deflected, and it will be a goal kick. Dragons with 7 corners in the opening half. 5 fouls to Hesston's 2. Now Waythrow moving in, has a chance, takes a shot, flips one up, and it's just over the crossbar high. And now a stoppage. Stop clock. And they are bringing Addie White off for some reason. Again, the bench is on the opposite side. If Hesston does not score a goal, Addie will be credited with the game winner this evening. Now back to play. Addie being checked over by the or the Hutchinson sports medicine staff. We'll check on her from over here too. Here's Venegas. Plays it in to Blackwell. Blackwell tries to slide a pass, but it's deflected. Headed forward by Bailey Flowers. Bailey's played very well on the back line tonight. He even rocketed a big-time shot on goal that was saved by Vivi Rodriguez. Soft throw into the foot of Rodriguez, but an illegal throw in, and the ball will go over to Hesston. The Larks have scored only 7 goals this season. They've struggled this year in their first year in the Jayhawk West. Naomi Wayerthrow knocked off the ball by Cassandra Ayala. She's been the most aggressive player for the Larks tonight, her and Mia Gonda. Ashley Venegas reverses it, now travels, moves in, slides by another one. Still with the ball. She has it, gets by another one, slips it over to Sydney Blackwell, who shoots for top corner, and it misses high. What individual effort by Ashley Venegas. She weaved past at least 5 Lark defenders and teed up one for Sydney, who just misses the upper right corner high. Dragons will have a throw in on the far side. 4 minutes into this second half. Dragons come up with it. Venegas to Mater. Now Rodriguez slides by one, slides by two, looks to cross it toward the goal. Here's the cross into the foot of Mater. She retreats it back out to Waythrough, fires a shot through the goalpost, but it's the wrong goalpost. That's the second time a Dragons knocked one through the football goalpost, but unfortunately it's not going to count for 3 points. I'm pretty sure I used that joke in the first half. Goal kick for the Larks. First touch is Venegas. Hesston comes away with it. Gonda plays it up the line. Too far. Jenna Bays corrals it for the Dragons. Now switched over to the right side, and Caitlin Sabala. Sabala surveys, looks, now plays a long through ball to Blackwell. Blackwell tries to slide a pass in. It's deflected back to Sabala. She waits. And again, the double team loses control. Dragons pressure, get it back. Outside to Venegas, working one-on-one. Venegas crosses it with the left foot, little tip in, and it's a goal. Is that Braley? Braley Mater with the goal. Ashley Venegas the assist. And the Dragons have a 3-0 lead, 39-15 to play in this second half. So Braley gets her 9th of the year. We'll get the tweet out. Back to action. It will be a Hesston throw-in. Ashley Venegas, a 4.9, a goal and 2 assists. She assisted on Addie White's tally. Now gave Hutch a 1-0 lead. She scored the second goal, and a nice pass to Braylee Mader, who finished in a tied spot. 3-0 Dragons, 38 minutes to play, and they look for more. Pass a little behind Naomi Waithra. Now, nice little takeaway by the Larks. That's Ayala. Stepping in to deflect that away momentarily is Rodriguez, but onto the foot of Gonda. Gonda tries to work it up the sideline against Bailey Flowers. Out of bounds, last touch by Flowers. Hesston throw in. Taylor Camp yet to make a save. There's only been a safety valve on 3 different occasions tonight for Hutchinson. Waiting for the throw-in, thrown toward the corner. Bailey Flowers will be the first to get to it, down of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick to the Dragons. Bailey just shielded 2 Hesston players away from it and kept it away. No wind to speak of whatsoever. The American flag nice and still right now. Temperatures starting to get a little chilly, though. 'Tis the fall season in Kansas. Here's Cameron Rodriguez playing a long ball, deflected but right out of the foot of Sabala. Her pass forward taken away. Now the Larks look to bring it up. Good pressure by Flowers. But Yeboah Paya will get to it out of bounds. It'll be a Dragon throw-in. Waithra, a little flick pass back to Venegas. She'll play it across to Rodriguez, and the Dragons reach midfield and move it forward. Sabala, left side now to Venegas. Venegas crosses into the middle, plays a through ball to Blackwell. Sydney now against the double team, backs away from it. Plays it to the middle, and Rodriguez. Cameron travels into Venegas, shoots, and a save by Rodriguez. Good quick shot by Ashley. It was right down the pipe. Easy save for Rodriguez, who makes her 7th save of the night. Sabala can't handle that pass, travels down the sideline. She chases it down, knocked out of bounds by the Larks. Dragons throwing right in front of their bench. Deflected out of bounds, and there'll be a deeper throw in for Hutchinson. This one probably will go toward the box or toward the corner. Right about there, Sammy likes to see those long throw-ins toward the box. This time played short to Venegas. Sabala slides it in, pass behind a player. Moving in is Flowers. She's got a chance, goes to the right foot, shoots. It's blocked in front. Ball deflects toward the sideline, out of bounds to Hutch. Nice play by Bailey Flowers. She found the ball right on her foot, made a move right. Just had a little too much traffic when she pulled the trigger. Be another throw, and or will it be a corner? Haley Burke's moving forward like this is going to be a corner, and it will be. Burke has scored a goal off a header from a Braylee Mader corner kick. Mader with the corner on the right side. She lets by a pretty good looking kick. The header trickles in. It's a goal. 4-0 Hutchinson. Haley Burke with her 2nd of the year, connecting on the corner kick from Braylee Mader. And Hutchinson leads it 4-0 with 34:23 to play. Here is in the second half. So 4-0 the score. 3rd time the Dragons have connected this year on a set piece. We'll get this tweet out real quick. Steve Carpenter back with you, 4-0. The score, Hutchinson's scored 2 so far here in the second. That's recapping that last goal. Haley Burke on a header, second of the year from Braley Mater. So a 3-point night for Braley, a goal and assist. 4 points for Ashley Venegas, a goal and 2 assists. And the Dragons now are out shooting Hesston 30-0. Moving in, spin move by Delgado. Looking, waiting to pull the trigger, reverses it again, now plays it back. It's Mater with it. Mater crosses it to the left side, Venegas. Venegas travels in, slides a pass into Sabala. Sabala shoots, blocked, and the ball trickles into Vivi Rodriguez. Caitlin was shooting from a very tight angle. Good defense by the Larks to not give her any real clean look at the net. But it'll go as a blocked shot. .32.5 to play. Here's Ashley Venegas between two Hesston defenders. Nice through ball. But it's a little too fast for Mater, and Vivi Rodriguez comes out to play it. Sammy Lane, who obviously is a old school soccer guy, not a fan of the artificial turf, loves playing his home games at the Saldock Sports Complex. But there's something to be said for turf. Dragons look to attack again. Rodriguez through ball to Mater. Can she get to it? Yes, she can. Her shot's saved. And now a shot by Sabala. It's saved. That's going to be a team save on the second shot. So 2 saves made on the play. And Kaylin a little nonchalant. The Dragons are going to get a corner out of it. Kaylin should have just hammered that thing home after the original save was made by Rodriguez. And she was on the ground out of play. Kaylin should have just let it rip. Now the corner. Ball popped up. And Hesston comes away with it. So the Dragons miss on a golden opportunity for a 5th goal. Nice double team on the far side. Dragons advance it up. Here's Mater in the far corner. Flicks it to the middle of Waithra. Her pass a little too far. Flowers will set it up for Naomi. Now her pass to Sabala is wide. Somehow kept in by Caitlin. Now Sydney Blackwell has it. Just to the right of the box. Back out to Sabala. She sends one into the box, but no Dragon home to play it. Only Hesston's Vivi Rodriguez. 33 shots taken now by Hutch. 13 on goal. Rodriguez has made 9 saves. Now a possible chance for the Larks. Mia Gonda moving in right side, being played one-on-one by Bailey Flowers. Out of bounds, throw in Larks. And we'll get a couple of Hesston substitutions coming in on the far side. Add her in later. Is it not on their sheet? Go figure. I bet you it's 21. Oh, shit. Okay. Nice pressure in the corner by the Dragons defensively, and they'd look to come away with it. Good depth move by Blackwell to get by one defender. Her pass forward is taken away, but now the Dragons play it back to Taylor Camp. And they'll try to come out the right side. Delgado to Sabala. Sabala to midfield. That's actually Sabala there. Nice ball to Venegas. Good work by the Dragons. Here's Venegas moving in. Sends one to the middle. Oh, Mater can't handle the pass. Otherwise, that would have been a great opportunity. Dragons still may get something out of it. Bailey Flowers pressures. And it'll be a Blue Dragon throw-in. Mass substitutions coming in for Hutchinson. Macy Smith, Alex Miller. I believe that's Sierra Mathias.
Raider.
And Angela Rader in. Thinking of my statistician, Maddie Koger, who's also kind of serving as my spotter tonight. Normally at home, we're eye level. We can kind of see everything. We're up here in the Buhler football press box, a little further away from the field. Here's Smith to the middle, and Miller. She gets the ball taken away by Hesston's Faith McMackham. And the ball cleared back to midfield. Haley Burke chases it down for Hutch. 27:45 to play in this one. Hutchinson firm control, looking for their 10th win of the year. Rodriguez, a ball in the middle. Deflected. Now Waythrow tries to split two defenders. Stays with and somehow comes away with possession. Rodriguez moves in. Comes in on the left side. Here's a shot. It's blocked in front. Waythrow keeps control. Back to Blackwell. Blackwell reverses. Some nifty ball control now. Passes it in to the right side. Here's Venegas moving in. Shot! And it's wide left. Shot number 35 taken. If you're wondering what the single game record per shots taken in a single match, we're not even close to talking about that yet. That is in the high 50s, if memory serves correct. 58 against Independence one year. And I believe 2012, if memory serves correct. Jenna Bass. Very solid freshman season in the back line for Hutchinson. Soft pass. Hesston comes away with it, and they look to sprint it forward. Gonda plays along. Sandra Isla gave chase momentarily, but the Dragons are all over it. Taylor Camp plays it out to the right side. Now Venegas, who's playing in the middle on the right side for Hutchinson in the midfield. Gonda has it. Good pressure by Rader. She plays a long through ball with absolutely no purpose whatsoever. The only player back there is Taylor Camp. Kind of see the Hesston front line getting a bit frustrated with this game. The way the Dragons have manhandled them. Here's Venegas in the midfield. Goes left past one. Keeps traveling, moves in, slides a pass through to Waythra. Naomi still has it, still waiting to give a shot. Now he leaves it off for Ashley. The shot save, Rodriguez. Naomi just couldn't get the touch clean enough to pull the trigger on a shot, but she kept her head about her and played it back to Venegas for a pretty good-looking shot. Rodriguez makes her 9th save of the evening. That's 26 in 2 games for the Hesston keeper. They have definitely kept Rodriguez busy. Haley Burke travels, tries to play a through ball. Knocked down momentarily and cleared. Here comes Venegas again. She takes a shot. That's through the uprights. We'll stay away from the field goal joke for a 3rd time this evening. Hesston has never defeated Hutchinson on the field. And the official records they do show as a win. Several years ago, an unfortunate circumstance happened where Hutchinson had an illegal player on the field at the time, and Hutchinson had to forfeit a couple of victories. One of those was to Hesston, so that is the one and only tally in the win column for the Larks against the Blue Dragons in 16 all-time meetings. Here's Rodriguez. Nice pass off to Blackwell, and her left-footed shot is just wide right. Sid's had some shots this year that have just missed. She works on finishing every day. Blackwell with 6 goals and 5 assists for the season. I think what might have been if she had a couple of those go an inch or two the other way. Freshman growing pains, I call them. Goal kick is played first by Alex Miller. Flicked outside by Blackwell, flicked again, and she's got a chance. Tries to slide a pass through to Macy Smith. Ball loose, coming up, playing it aggressively is Sierra Mathias, but it's out of bounds off of her. 22:45 to go. 4-0 Blue Dragons. Goals by Addie White, Ashley Venegas, Haley Burke, and Braylee Mater. Ball played back to Burke. Nice little touch pass outside. Dragons moving the ball fairly efficiently. Ball to Smith, but she can't handle the touch. Momentarily taken away, but a pass deflected out of bounds. One Lark wasn't looking. Went off of her. Now the Dragons quickly throw it into the corner. Sydney Blackwell working hard to get another opportunity. Out of bounds, throw in Hesston. There's a whistle. A Hutchinson foul. 6 fouls for the Dragons, 2 for Hesston. And for those listening in Waxahachie, Texas, Taylor Camp is still there. She's still with the team. She just hasn't been busy the last couple of games. Also want to give a quick shout out to the Odessa folks who were up last week, or a couple of weeks ago. They came over and said hi, and very nice to meet the families for Ashley Venegas and Cameron Rodriguez. Heston's Sarah Keck kicks it out of trouble. It'll be a Dragon throw in far side. I always love it when the parents come up and talk. That's just one of the perks of my job. Here's Venegas dribbling into the middle, right to Rodriguez. She takes a shot, and it's wide right. Mathias takes it away. Ball out of bounds right near the corner. Will it be a corner or a throw? And I think it's going to be a throw, but it's going to be a corner. She had plenty of sideline to kick it out of bounds, did Keck. But she chose to drove it to the goal line side of the flag, and the Dragons will get corner kick number 11. It looks like Ashley Venegas taking it. Boots it in. Header is a goal. Macy Smith with the goal. You know, it's a 5-point night for Ashley Venegas. A goal and now 3 assists. That's twice the Dragons have connected on set pieces. 5-0 with 19:40 to play here in this second half. for Macy, who is one of 3 Dragons with a hat trick this year, and is goal number 4. This game will go down officially as a neutral site game. The Dragons are the home team, but it is a neutral site game. And the Dragons playing very well, especially here in the second half. Dragons look to go again. Pass a little too far for Braylee Mater, but it comes all the way out to Haley Burke. Rader plays it in the middle to Mater. Coming up with it is Mia Gonda for Hesston. She tries to work up the sideline. Gonda does a lot of one-on-one stuff, and it's really kind of easy for the Dragons to defend once they get a second person over to defend her. Here's Venegas. Moves into the middle. Wait, shoots. Save, and it'll be a corner kick for the Dragons. Another nasty shot from Ashley Venegas. Ashley will not take the corner this time. It'll be Braylee Mater. 5.9 for Ashley. A goal and 3 assists. Braylee Mater a 3.9, a goal and an assist. Hutch is connected on 2 set pieces. Here comes the Mater corner, and it's off the side of the net, and it'll be a Lark goal kick. Oh, no, it was actually knocked out. Thank you. It was actually knocked out of bounds, and the Dragons will get another one. Mater chips this one a little higher. Header, just wide right. That was a header. Couldn't tell who took it. That was Haley. Haley Burke took the header and it went just wide right. Courtney Boswell, a former Dragon defender, may have been the best Dragon I've ever seen at headers off corners. She had 5 of those in her Blue Dragon career. A little taller defender, which really made it possible for her to get up and high point those headers in. She had a couple of teammates who were able to deliver those headers right on those corners right on a dime too. Jenna Bass continues to travel, plays one to the right side. Braylee will get to it. Tries to center it in, but nice defense by the Larks. Waithra takes it away, hesitates, shoots, and it's a save for Vivi Rodriguez, her 12th of the night. Shot number 43 for the Dragons, 17th on goal. Hutchinson a heavy favorite in this one, but it's good to see them execute, especially against a packed-in defense. They've struggled against that at times in 2018. Burke, long ball down the right side, and Turner can't get to it. It'll belong to the Larks. 15.5 to go in this one. Hutchinson will be at Dodge City on Saturday. Dodge City Video will furnish that video. It's going to be a busy day on Saturday. Every Blue Dragon team going is on the road. Football at Coffeyville, cross country at the Fort Hays State Invitational in Victoria. Volleyball in West Plains, Missouri for 4 games this weekend. Soccer at Dodge. The women's basketball team plays a jamboree in Frisco, Texas this weekend. Fortunately, we found enough vehicles for travel. There's Gonda for the Larks trying to play it up, and it goes out of bounds again. A lot of one-on-one moves by Gonda, and the Dragons equal to the task. Now Amy Turner. She'll send one in that's blocked down right at the top of the box. Booted out of bounds, played by Corey Bryant, the assistant. And the Dragons look to go quick. Base to the foot of Ashley Venegas. Now to Naomi Waithra. Right back to Venegas. Played right side to Turner. Turner 1v1 makes a turn now. Passes it up top. Past one player onto base. Jenna takes a shot. And that's an easy save for Vivi Rodriguez. It's the most we've seen in a while. The Dragon defense coming up and joining in the play. Base to the foot of Miller. Miller tries to go forward. Splits one person. Can't get past the second. Continues to pressure though. A lot of contact one-on-one. And finally a whistle, and they call a foul on Miller. Not necessarily certain about that call. The Hesston player was creating more of the contact, shielding off Alex. But I don't have the final say. Foul's now 7-2 in favor of the Dragons. Long ball played, headed by Matthias. Gonda will get to it. Now shielded off by Naomi Waithra. She takes it away. Quick pass to Miller. She'll drop it back for Jenna Base. He looks to travel. Burke now with it. Right back to Jenna. Dragons in no real hurry. They're up 5 with 12:40 to play. Matthias knocks down a Hesston pass. Played it back to base. Now we're at midfield. Bad touch by Waithra, and it goes to the foot of Gonda. Gonda working one-on-one with Waithra. And her through ball to absolutely nobody, and Jenna Base will chase it down. Gonda just doesn't have a lot of support on either side to make quality scoring runs for the Larks. Rodriguez, nice little move. Reverse pass to Venegas, now to Turner. Turner can't handle it. All flicked out, headed forward by Cameron Rodriguez. She'll come away with it again, switch the ball to the left side, through ball. Here comes Mater, gets to it, takes a shot. Nice diving save by Rodriguez. And if it wasn't for the efforts of that Hesston keeper, it would be about 10 or 11-0 in favor of the Dragons. That was save number 14. So she is quickly catching up on her 17 save performance on September 15th against Hutchinson. Venegas to Mater. Mater goes left, shoots. Another diving save by Vivi Rodriguez, and she'll chase down the rebound. Now the Dragons are peppering the Hesston keeper. Save number 15, or 14, excuse me. Or was it the 15th? 15 saves now. 32 for the 2 games. .25 to go. Thoroughly dominating performance by the Dragons this evening. Long pass from Burke, brought down by Ashley Venegas. She can't bring it down cleanly though, but it'll be a Dragon throw in on the near side. That's just one more home game, that against Pratt, 1 week from today. There'll be double-barrel action at home. The Blue Dragon volleyball team will also be at home. I will not have the call next Wednesday night. I will be with volleyball. We'll see if I can't talk the soccer expert of Hutchinson, Brad Howyer, into doing the play-by-play on sophomore night. Mass substitutions for the Dragons as Sammy Lane now switching out about every 10 minutes. Everybody who's suited up has played ample minutes tonight. Still waiting to get back Megan Maslick, who will add something to this Dragon offense. The ball kicked way out, in fact, over the first fence. Fortunately, somebody over there was Johnny on the spot on the other side and retrieved the ball quickly to get it back in. Dragon switch it to the middle. Here's Flowers. Flowers looks, hesitates, and her pass off the leg of a defender. She gets it right back, though. Now, bad entry pass cleared out to midfield, and Haley Burke will bring it down. Long ball. Here's a chance, but on the turf, it's going to roll too fast for the Dragons, and Vivi Rodriguez will get to it. 8.5 to go, 5-0 Hutch. Recapping the scoring in this one, the Dragons with 2 goals in the first half. Addie White from Ashley Venegas in the 14th minute. White's 6th of the year made it 1-0. Venegas scored her team high 13th on a Raider assist in the 30th minute and made it 2-0. That was the halftime score. Then in the second half, they've tallied 3 times so far. Here's a chance for Hutchinson. Ball knocked down, shot in, a goal. Ashley Venegas will get the goal, will get the assist momentarily. 6-0. It is now a 7-point career-high night for Ashley Venegas. Goal coming with 7:55 to play here in the game. Flowers plays one. Mater moving in. Shot. And it's just wide. Braley with the left foot. Couldn't quite hook it in the post. Dragons that inches away from a 7-0 lead. Moving in again. Mater waits. Spins back out. Leaves it for Sabala. Sabala left side to Flowers. Flowers pulls the trigger. It's blocked in front. Out of bounds. It'll be a Dragon corner. Once again, thanks to Buhler High School and the Buhler Athletic Department for allowing us to use the field. Here's the corner, headed just a little bit high by Haley Burke. Who was it? On that last goal by Ashley Venegas, Sydney Blackwell will get the assist. Nice having a chance to look back at the video really quick so we can look at some of that. Andy Koger scoring it this year, doing an excellent job. Shot totals are now 49-0 Blue Dragons. 28 here in the second half. Those are total shots taken, mind you. Shots on goal are 21-0. Under 5 to play. 4-goal second half. Hutchinson well on its way to its 10th win of the year. Will mark the 14th consecutive year in program history. Mind you, this is the 14th year of the program that Hutchinson has won at least 10 games. Been in double figures every year. Sabala, nice move to flick it in, but a little too far for Macy Smith, who has a goal tonight. 2 goals and 3 assists for Venegas, a career-high 7-point night for the freshman from Odessa, Texas. Looking for another assist there. Here's Venegas, waits, gives it to Mater, but pass cut off and cleared out to midfield. Right now, I think Hesston just inclined anytime they can get one just to knock it long. And they may have a chance here. But the Dragons will erase it as Haley Burke plays it back to Taylor Camp. He comes across the near side to Bailey Flowers. Dragons 325 away from their 8th shutout of the year, 7th for Camp. Yadi Delgado had the other one in the game. Taylor had to sit out. Here's Venegas with room traveling, crosses midfield, passes it off to Sydney Blackwell, back to Venegas. Venegas in, and the Dragons are offside. Macy Smith tried to hold up. And the pass was just a little too premature, and the Dragons are called for just their first offside of the evening. And coming at the 2:50 mark of this final half. At Dodge City Wednesday, that'll be a tough test. Dodge City, a much improved team this year. Hutchinson, a 3-1 winner at the Salthawk Sports Complex, and that was a 2-1 game until well into the second half in the first meeting between those two. If the playoffs were to start tomorrow, Hutchinson would travel to Johnson County. To cross into the box, can Bailey get to it? She chases it down, slows it down, waits, sends it back to the middle. Mater gets to it. That's Mater. She takes a shot. It's blocked in front. Now Flowers a shot and an easy save for Vivi Rodriguez. Save number 16 on the night. Rodriguez probably up amongst the national leader in saves made just because she gets so much work. And a base will safety valve it back to Taylor Camp with now 90 seconds remaining. Caitlin Sabala travels and now gives it to Rodriguez, who plays along. Mater, Braley chasing down, and I think she clips it off her foot out of bounds for a goal kick. Hesston's substitution as we come up on the 1 minute mark in this one. A very convincing win for Hutchinson tonight. And when we get down to the last 10 seconds, I have to turn the mic on and give a countdown for the referees. I forgot to do that the first half. Whistle and a foul on the Blue Dragons. We don't have a horn here that is active, so we have to count it down. Now 20 seconds remaining. Jenna Base will play it in. But now Hesston comes away with it. Last chance maybe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that will do it. The Blue Dragons, a 6-0 victor over Hesston here at Buhler High School. We're going to take a quick break and we'll wrap it right up right after this. We're going to quickly wrap it up here. Hutchinson, a 6-0 winner over Hesston. They outshoot Hesston 52-0 total, 22-0 in shots on goal. 2 goals in the first half. 4 in the second. A career-high 7.9 for Ashley Venegas. 2 goals, 3 assists. Braylee Mader a goal and an assist. Haley Burke a goal. Braylee Mader a goal. Addie White a goal. Assist from Mader and Angela Rader are the tallies. Let's give you the scoring order very quickly before we wrap this one up because we've got to pack up and head back to Hutch. In the 14th minute, Addie White got the game winner, her 6th of the season, on a wild scramble in front after Ashley Venegas sent one off the post. White found the back of the net to make it 1-0. 30th minute, Ashley Venegas scored her 13th of the year. Angela Rader assist that made it 2-0. It was 2-0 at halftime. In the 51st minute, it was Mader, her 8th of the year, from Venegas to make it 3-0. Then the Dragons connected on back-to-back set pieces. Haley Burke, a header from Braylee Mader, made it 4-0 in the 56th minute. Macy Smith connected on a header from Ashley Venegas' corner in the 71st minute to make it 5-0. And then Venegas scored the final tally of the evening, a Sydney Blackwell assist, and Hutchinson wins it 6-0. Hutchinson now 10-2-1. 8-2-1 in the Jayhawk West. Hesston Post 0-14 overall, 0-11 in league play. And once again, the Blue Dragons would like to express a very big thank you to the Buhler High Athletic Department and Buhler High School in general for allowing us to use this fabulous facility, as the Salthawk Sports Complex was unavailable because of field conditions. For the entire staff here in Buhler, Steve Carpenter from Buhler High School's football stadium, thanking you so much for joining us. We will talk to you again. Our next broadcast of Blue Dragon Athletics will be this Saturday as the Blue Dragon football team, now number 4 in the country, travels to Coffeyville, join Rusty Hills, Darren Dunn, and Glenn Grunwald for the call at 6:50 p.m. Until then, Steve Carpenter from Buhler, Kansas. So long, everybody.